So when she turned 21, I needed to go back to work. Sarah wasn't here. It was just Mary Jean and me living in this household because all my daughters were in college or whatever. So I needed help. So I we had a case manager, and she hooked me up with another company, and they were fabulous. We had a wonderful one-on-one. She was fabulous. And then my
like a one-on-one hab aid.
Well, hab aid. Yeah, they're called hab aids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We had a hab aid for Mary Jean, and she was fabulous. Well, she was a college student, and she left. So then we got a brand new one.
Yeah.
That was horrible. Yeah. She lasted a week. So I was like, my person I work with, she knew about PACC, and her brother worked there, and she's like, you could hire your daughter to take care of Mary Jean, and because she has a degree.
I do.
A bachelor's degree, and so she's qualified for it. And I was like, really? That would be perfect because she knows Mary Jean.
Right, yeah.
So we got her instantly, within a month, getting all the paperwork done. We got her taken care of. But I have a 21-year-old that I needed to taken care of, so I had to take her to work. Because she can't be home alone by herself.
All right, okay.
That's why I need a hab aid. When I'm at work, she's with Mary Jean.
I see, okay.
They only moved back in because I needed more help with Mary Jean. The structure of her life of 21 and under changed. And so we've been working on the adjustments of adulthood.
Yeah.
Structure, that's the biggest thing. People don't realize how much structure is needed continuously. Routines, everything.
For someone with autism. They need that structure and routine. Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. The structure, routine, schedule. I mean, Mary Jean handles change easily. Like if we have to change something on the schedule, she doesn't have a upset or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just she needs to know what's going on almost every minute of the day, so she knows what's happening.
Yes.
But that's an autism trace.
Right. And what's going to happen next.
Right. And so now you have your life has changed. You now you had school, so you knew Monday through Friday you're going to school, and you knew you had breaks, winter break, and all that stuff. To now, you have what? Okay, the jobs opportunities for someone with autism are very low because you do not see their disability. And I've been told this by multiple companies in Pittsburgh. We can't hire her because we don't see her disability. If she had Down syndrome, if she was in a wheelchair, if she was blind, our customers, our patients, they would be more compassionate to her.
I see. But because of it's sort of an invisible disability, they're worried about how their customers might react.
And the liability of what would go wrong with her.
Okay.
So you have a lot of people who are capable of doing something with autism, not working because she can't see it.
Yeah.
And that's Mary Jean's case. She does not have a job right now.
So you've really tried
to
find employment for her.
Multiple.
It sounds like it's the two of you going out, looking around, trying, applying for jobs.
Yes.
With City Connections or anything else, did she get any sort of training that's sort of employment related or geared towards?
She did do several programs through them: LifeWorks, UPMC, Shelter Work, Amazon Shelter Work. The problem is with the let's see. The one that's in LifeWorks downtown, it was for cafeteria work.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. They didn't have enough, the numbers weren't correct. So when you turn 21, you get an autism waiver.
Right. I was going to ask you about that, whether you got
you get a waiver. We also, Mary Jean's case, she has 2 waivers because Mary Jean is also ID, intellectual disability.
Right.
So she actually has 2 waivers. So
one is for ID and one the autism waiver.
Correct.
The
autism one is not fully funded, so parents that deal with autism the opportunity for them were very slim to find something to work, which is what the problem came to Mary Jean. So Life Works downtown by Duquesne has a cafeteria work. She would be fabulous at it. But they had too many autism waivers. So she was new at 21, so they got to keep the 28-year-old that's been there. She can't go there.
They just, not enough slots really, or they didn't have enough.
Correct. So she's on a waiting list.
On a waiting list.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's 24. We're not called yet.
Okay.
And the chances of her getting called are slim to none. They told me that, like, if we don't get her in right now, she's not going to get in. Because they keep everybody that's there.
Right. People get a job there.
Yep.
And then just maybe stay on and don't.
Yep.
It doesn't lead to anything else, or they don't leave. So I could see that. Yeah.
And then we had another place that's called a work shelter.
Yeah.
Okay, the one at LifeWorks, you would actually get paid $8, whatever minimum wage is. It's a real job. Okay, so then you have work shelters that you get paid maybe 10 cents for every envelope that you fill.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and I've heard about those, but did she try that?
We did that, and then we had an issue because Mary Jean social skills again are low, and she had the autism waiver. This other person had the ID waiver. The company gets more money for the ID waiver. At the moment, she only had the autism one, and there was an incident in a cafeteria with a boy, innocent, but they decided, we don't need you. You're a headache. So Mary Jean got kicked out of it because. And they came right to me. We can't get rid of him. This is where our money comes from.
Because he was using the ID waiver.
Correct. You have no idea about that waiver, how much important that waiver is, until you're turning 21. Like, nobody tells you about it. You hear about it, but you don't learn how important that is.
Right, because with each waiver, you get a certain amount of money
Services.
or funding that you can use.
Yes. Not you, but, the company. You never see the money. It's not money for the but like the company. So the autism waiver has $500 on it per year.
Per year.
Per year.
$500 per year. That's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So the ID waiver is like several thousand.
Okay. Right? So then the ID waiver, there's two. There's one that has a $10,000 weight amount, and then there's the golden ticket. And it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100,000, it's paid for.
Okay, right. There's no ceiling.
Yes.
I see.
To get that, you need to have significant amount for it. You need significant needs.
Okay.
But my thing is, why would a company take you with a $500 waiver when you can get an ID that's limited?
Yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yes. So then that's why you have a lot of people after 21 who are capable. Mary Jean is 100% able to work. 100%. I know she could work. Companies are not willing to make applications for her to work. Accommodations, whatever it is, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
The thing I tell everybody, because I work in middle school, if they would have told me in 7th grade that my daughter was not going to work at McDonald's down this road flipping burgers, because that's what I thought she'd do. She wanted to cook. She always loved to do line cooking. That's a big thing. I thought she would be at that McDonald's now. She could walk.
Think she could do that? And she could do that.
She could do it. She could flip burgers. She would do everything. I know she could do it. She can't. Her deficit is Mary Jean likes to talk to people, which is great because remember at 6 she didn't talk. So for her to talk and have a conversation, I love it.
Yeah, right.
All she needs someone to do is Mary Jean get to work. Just tell her you need to work.
Like a simple correction.
Yeah. They're unwilling to do that.
Stop talking now. You got to get back to whatever it is.
Right. They're unwilling to do that. Companies are unwilling to do that. And she could not do the front line because she doesn't know money. And she could not wipe tables. She could physically do it and do a great job. But she could not be in the dining room because my daughter likes to talk. And then if someone would say, hey, can you help me take this out? She would leave. The stranger danger, she doesn't have it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I know her deficits, but I know her strengths. Mm-hmm. And flipping burgers.